Hello. Seeing who's on the scope. Ready to talk about some self-discovery. Can you see me? There's like a picture of me in this Jeep. I don't know if anybody's on the scope right now. Hey Brent Coleman, how are you? This is Mika T. 1-2. I'm a conscious sales lady and a self-discovery coach. I encourage people to identify, represent, and respect themselves. So that they can align with their destiny and be who they were actually purposed to be. Anyway, I was just going to see if anybody else is on the scope. I also have a Ram over here. I sell cars and trucks. It's fun. We've got the dancing dude out today trying to gather some people, but of course I don't wait for them to gather people for me because I'm an entrepreneur and a hustler, and I already have appointments for today, so I don't worry about things like that because again I don't take time. I am in Redeemer Inc. How are you? I am in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, and it's nice out here today. See the sky. It's real cool. It's like one of our first days when we didn't have this big weather advisory. So that's really, really exciting. So I help people. I really try to help people when they have credit cards. Where are you, Brent? It's nice. Well, I'm going to get started because someone told me here recently that they wanted to be. You're new to this app. Oh, okay. I'm pretty new to it too. I have a few followers, but not many. But I like to scope. I like to talk. It's really easy to use it. You see, you put hearts. If you tap the screen, you can give me hearts, or whoever you're watching, you can give them hearts. If you tap the little guy that's down there on your right hand and swipe it to the left, you can share the broadcast with other people on Twitter or with people that follow you on here. And if people come on that you want to talk to, you can go ahead and tap on that person and reply to them or even block them. Oh yeah, you can see me. Hold on, I need to turn my camera around. Hi. It's me. Let's see, I got so much sun. There you go. You can see me. Hello. So if you want to talk to people that get in a scope that you're in, all you have to do is like tap on them and reply. That's really, really fun, especially when people that are cool like me, because I don't want to be like them, have lots of people in their scope and you get a good chat going. That's a bunch of fun. Oh, thank you so much. I don't try really hard. I don't even want to comb hair, so as you see, there is none. But I do appreciate the movement here. I don't know if you know about the Bopo Tribe, but it is a body positive movement started by some wonderful individuals to just encourage people to be on the scope and be who they are and not worry about being all super perfect, super skinny, or super anything that they are not, just to be who they are and love themselves enough to share whatever their message is with the world. So that is why I chose to hashtag the Bopo Tribe today, because it bothers me. I actually was a social worker, and before I became a really, really top salesman, I'm a top salesman now. I keep my name at the top of the list, and I make money. I like money. I like things. But things are not what drive me, but it's fun. But before I did that, I actually started several nonprofits, and I helped thousands of young girls and women to learn to respect themselves more and to change, their perceptions of sex and sexual activity, and to even get HIV tests. So I've worked with the CDC, I've worked with BET, TV stations and things of that sort, if that matters. But now I just talk about self-discovery because I would never have been able to pivot and really to do all of the things that I choose to do with my life if I didn't take some time to journal and to discover what my destiny was. I learned how to do that through some pains and some struggles, but I did take time to learn how to do that. I did this scope today because so many people want to be like other people. You know, they want to be, you know, you hear people say, well, who do you want to be, Oprah? If you start to scope or if you scope, people will probably ask you that. That's the G Club. I like the G Club. I love G. And, you know, who do you want to be? Do you want to be Beyonce? I don't want to be anybody. I just want to be me. And what we have to understand is that before Oprah became Oprah, she didn't have another Oprah to prescribe to. She didn't have anyone who had done all of the things that she has done to this date, because the best is still yet to come for her, just like the best is yet to come for you and for me. She didn't have anyone to say, hey, I want to be like that person. I want to be her. It's very exciting, and it's a wonderful opportunity to share in others' achievements and accomplishments. It lets you know that you definitely have an opportunity to achieve all and even more than you think about and that you write down. But you'll find that the Oprahs and the Beyoncés and the super duper celebrities that we sometimes look to as an example, they didn't have an example. They didn't have anyone to go for and to try to be. One of my favorite celebrities is Sean Combs. He reinvented himself. P. Diddy. I like him because he's also a Scorpio like myself. And he was once my boss. I once worked at his restaurant, Justin's, in Atlanta, and had to deal with, you know, him coming in and leaning on my hostess stand or on my bar, asking me questions about, you know, what's actually happening in his restaurant. So that was a really cool experience to get that close with someone who, you know, doesn't really care about other people, who really goes for being himself. Now, once he said that he decided to do everything that Russell Simmons did, and that was one of his models. He decided to follow Russell's steps and do what Russell did. It wasn't until he decided to stop following anyone's steps that he really became the brand that he is today, that he recognized that his destiny was to be a brand builder, to be a face, to be a representative, and not to be like Russell. As long as he was trying to be like Russell, he wasn't ever really winning the race. He would never beat Russell because he was so busy trying to be Russell. But now, as his own brand, people call him, people seek him out to represent their brands because he represents excitement and enthusiasm and luxury and power and influence and great parties. I've definitely worked several of his parties, and the man can throw a party. He's an MC like no other. Russell doesn't do that. Russell can't do that. That's not a part of Russell's destiny. Russell says things like, thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Guess what? Because he is the most unique. He's the greatest creation in the universe. You are the greatest creation in the universe. I am the greatest creation in the universe. And we all have a destiny. We all have something, some steps that, you know, this is what I believe. You can believe what you want to believe, but this is my scope. We all have some steps, some things that are going to be a part of our life. No matter what, there's lots of good things for us, and we can spend time unaligned and trying to be other people, trying to mate ourselves with people that aren't the right individuals for us, you know, being on jobs that aren't the right jobs for us, not taking chances as entrepreneurs when we really do have a destiny that is set up for nothing but greatness. There would be no point to make me, right? There's no point to make me so I can come here and be Oprah. I can't be Oprah. First of all, I don't have her hair. I mean, the woman has awesome hair. Hey, how are you, Carlos Lashes? I need some lashes. Oh my gosh. Can you see? I don't have any lashes on. Don't tell anybody. But it's a lot of sun, so let me put these. I used to live and die by lashes. But it's so hard to find someone that actually knows how to do them, hey, properly, and not make you look like a spider or some creature. I'm really, really good. So I look forward to checking you out and following your scopes and seeing how you do lashes. I used to be a super makeup enthusiast, but now I guess I'm lazy. I will like put some stuff on my eyes and a little lipstick to keep it moving. But this scope was about being ourselves, and Carla, I hope you and anyone else that's on this scope or gets to watch the replay just takes advantage of the opportunity to be you. Sometimes we do things that other people do. There's other people that do lashes, but there's not one single person who can do lashes the way you do lashes, who has your personality, who has your inflection, your reflection, and your energy that you spend with the person. So that is the reason I got on here today. I had a chance to spend some time with Sean P. Diddy Puffy Combs. I don't know, he reinvents himself all the time, and I think that's really, really cool. And what I learned from him was that it wasn't until he really decided to be him, to be his individual brand, when he changed his name, he blasted off into space. Before that, check out the replay. I hope I'm not the one that's responsible for losing the connection, but yeah, check out the replay. Sean, Combs, whatever everybody calls him, he's a Scorpio like me, Team Scorpio, hey. He found the better self when he aligned with his destiny and just decided to be a personality. Before that, he decided that he was going to be like Russell. So he was busy doing everything that Russell Simmons did. If Russell did this, he did that. If Russell did this, he did that. But that really didn't make him the uber personality that he is today. He had to be him. He had to be the brand. He had to be the party guy. He had to be him. And he is personable. He's a total different animal than Russell. Okay? So for all of us, let's just be the best us that we can be. Am I a coach? Yes. Am I a social worker? Yes. Are there thousands and thousands more social workers? Yes. Am I a salesperson? Yes, because I love people. This is what I like to do. I like to be with people, and I like to be with shiny things. So I'm going to get off here and go be with some more people and shiny things. Here's a Jeep. I don't know if I showed you guys a Jeep. This is like an eco diesel. I don't even know. You probably don't know what that means, but yeah. Jeeps come in diesel, which means that you can have your Grand Cherokee using diesel fuel. This is a limited, has like the screen, has all the fancy fun stuff that we want in a vehicle. But it wasn't until I really, really got to know myself very well through some time and some self-discovery that I knew how much I enjoyed vehicles, I enjoyed sales, and I enjoyed life, period. So do what you do. Don't look at the person on the next mat. Your destiny is there. It's there for you, not for anybody else. It's there for you. Don't try to be Oprah. Don't try to be Beyonce. Just be you. You were made here to be you. You're placed here to be you. I can't sing, but I'ma sing about being you because I'ma be me. I'ma be me. See, I can't even sing, so I definitely can't try to be Beyonce. So, you guys, if you're on the replay, thank you. Share it with your friends, and I'm gonna be me at Mika T12. I do have a very special and specific way of finding out what destiny is for each individual based on their birthday. If that's something that you're interested in, if you want to know more about it, I am on Twitter at MIKAT12. Just give me a direct message on there and say, hey, I want you to help me with that destiny thing, and I'll get back with you and we'll talk. Okay? So for now, I'm going to get off this scope. Have a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Love, peace, and hair growths to all.